Grand Rising Collective, we have so much love and light coming into this planet at the moment from above. It's beautiful, and spirits are talking to us all the time. It's a time of self-respect, looking to ourselves to complete who we are, to become wholesome, to become holysome, regardless of all the necromancy around us and the child violations that go on. Um, it's people are being caught out because they cannot cope in this frequency. They do not know how to love themselves, so they have to absorb and extract energy from others, even to the point where they will steal bodies from hospitals that their spirits have not left yet. So it's God's way of, as the vibration rises and we all rise with it, it's the universe, the creator, the oneness of all's way of cleansing out our earth of all nastiness, from the Hare and Burke characters that are still around us today, just doing it in different ways because we have evolved, to the way our food is poisoned. We get it from big companies that put so much rubbish in our foods, to communities where people will actually try and poison others to, in our case, get life insurance policies. It's happening everywhere, and these people have been found out because they cannot cope in this vibration. They do not know how to love themselves, so they have to extract from other beings that have any light in them whatsoever, to the point of necromancy. And only God can deal with that. They've been found out already, and they're not just found out, but they're actually revealing themselves to us. The clarity is there. We have, today of all days, is really poignant to point out that today is the day where we need that respect for ourselves. We need that unconditional love for ourselves, because you attract what you give out. If you give out conditional love for yourself because you make excuses for yourself, or you just don't want to listen, because we live in a 3D world where, people get married, people feel like they have to do certain things to make themselves feel better, to feel wholesome. And that's not what it's all about. It's not about being married to someone. It's not about having someone with money. It's having someone with a pure heart that is important. And when we love ourselves unconditionally, we have that pure heart. And then we attract people with the same intentions, rather than people that have hidden intentions, that are always pretending. So much is coming to light, and it will continue to do so until the world is cleansed of the nastiness that's around us. And we are all responsible for ourselves. No one else is responsible for you. And the only way to do this is to raise our vibrations and be joyful, and know that we are being the best person we can be for ourselves. And that is deep. It goes deep, because some people don't even recognize their spirit. We're all spiritual beings. firstly. That's what makes us individuals. Otherwise, we'd all be the same when we were born. We would all be identical clones. But we have a spirit in us to show us what we're capable of, show us our potentials, and to realize that nothing is impossible. We can attract whatever we want to, but we can also attract the negative side of things if we allow that to happen. So it's about our thoughts, it's about how we behave, how we speak to others. Sometimes you have to be abrupt and just say no. No is a full sentence, as I've said before. It's when you know that people are pretending around you. Once you've lied to someone, how do you ever know whether they're telling the truth again or not? But if you can concentrate on yourself and you can be the best you can be your highest potential, which we can continue to do all the time we're breathing. There's always something else we can learn. There's always something else we can do. It's a beautiful world and we have so many possibilities. So we're leaving, all the nastiness of the Burke and Hare characters, which I haven't wanted to talk about in the last few days, although I've been getting so many downloads. Because it's hard to accept that people will still do that. People will still try and steal people's light, even from bodies that aren't quite dead, because it takes a couple of weeks for your spirit to leave your body, which is why there's all over the world, there's different ways of allowing the spirit to leave the body when somebody passes, rather than just assuming that that's it. We all feel that people are with us that have passed. We don't feel separated from them. We still feel love for the people that we miss. But to actually respect yourself means that you don't put up with any BS from anybody else, that you know in your heart and your soul that you deserve better than to be treated badly by a liar, by people who run away all the time, that pretend they're something they're not. Male or females, it doesn't matter who you are. And the children that have been caught up are finally going to be set free. We know that there's children being held in tunnels that are being, oh gosh, what's the word? Just experimented on. And it's fear-based. The more that they can make people fear, and they don't care who you are, they don't care whether you're a man, woman, or a child. People are doing it to children to stop the next generation from seeing how strong they can be and seeing that they are spirit first, and it's their spirit that makes them who they are. And when there's people that have no spirit and have no love for themselves, you can tell because their eyes go dark. They argue all the time. They make excuses up. Some people have sold their souls to the point of just doing such disgusting things to others. Well, to themselves first. This is how it starts. It starts with self-hatred. Excuse my notifications, for some reason they're all popping up now. But I will get this out because I've had an upload fail this morning already. So we're saying it all again. And it is about having that self-respect, that undeniable knowing in yourself that you're a worthy person, you're a good person, therefore you're a godly person. And when you worship Satan, or you don't believe in a higher power, which is in us all, then we're saying we don't want love in our lives. We don't want the Creator to help us out, that we are bigger than the Creator, and yet we've been created by something, however you perceive the reason for you being here. So on that note this morning, I will leave you with love and light, and I love you, collective, and I'll speak again soon.